Hello, class. This is Dan Ellis again, and this is a presentation about interviewing skills for BCom 250. What I'm going to do here is tackle two questions at once, basically, but I'll go through them with you. Uh, First of all, let's go with tell me about a time when your workload was so heavy and how did you complete all of the work? Now, I want to state that's an excellent question and one that I've used many times in the few hundred resumes and interviews that I've done. Now, remember, the cover letter and the resume only gets you through the door. Okay, so it's all about getting that interview and being confident but humble at the same time. That's why I kind of disagree with the STAR technique a bit here. And one of the tips they gave is said instead of saying we did, use I did. In my opinion, personal opinion, humble opinion, it's use both. And why would you use both? Well, because when you use both, it demonstrates that A, you're a team player in the we, and that your leadership and your tasks that you did were such a contributing factor to the team that the optimum results were achieved. So whenever you say we, follow it up with we did this and I did that to lead into how you made that through. Okay, one more tip. Always, always, always know who the administrative assistant is, whether you're going for a job or whether you're trying to sell something to a company. And why? Well, the administrative assistant knows everything. They know the boss better than the boss himself, and they know the organization and the team. They know the gossip going around and everything. I can't tell you how many times when I looked at a resume and said, let's invite so and so in, I would ask my admin, hey, did you get a chance to speak with so and so? And then and she would say yes. And I'd say, well, what do you think? Well, that person, will they fit into the team? Will they fit into our company? So it's almost like a paralegal to a lawyer. You know, the paralegal is the one in the office doing all the work. Well, let's not say all the work, doing a lot of the task involved, but it's the lawyer who makes the final decision and the one that's going to be going to court. Okay, so here we go. Well, one of the heaviest workloads that I had was when I was a managing director for a software company in Hong Kong. We had a CIO conference that we were planning on a tight time frame. And while I had to run the company, I also had to make sure that the CIO conference was going to take off and succeed. Now, a CIO was the Chief Information Officer, and we had CIOs coming from all over the world. In fact, our keynote speaker was the CIO of NASDAQ, the stock exchange company. So the conference was on a tight deadline, and I had to make a key presentation the day after to one of our clients on a future purchase. So by prioritizing where my organization and execution skills would be optimally used to achieve the result, I was then able to delegate, the specific task, such as like travel and arrangements and so on and so forth, so that I could focus on the big overall picture of the conference and the presentation. So what I did was I had all of the CIOs come in for a dinner the night before because again they were coming from all over the world. So we did a walkthrough. We had to combine the presentations. I put them all together. I had the theme and the manner so that we could run a consistent message throughout the conference. And then the next day, I had my admin organize a team breakfast, and we put together all the pieces that we needed for that presentation the day before. Now, the results were optimal. I couldn't have been more pleased. The conference went off without a hitch. In fact, we had it for the next 5 years running. It was excellent, and even better yet, we We won the deal. We got the contract for the company, so everything was a success. And one of the things that I learned there most was my leadership skills obtained really a lot in the fraternity at Delta Chi at Michigan State, as well as Marine Corps Officer Candidate School. I was able to come off and apply my core elements of learning and leadership there. Now, what does teamwork mean to me? Well, it means bringing together a wide range of talent, of team members, and applying their skills to achieve the most optimal results. This kind of goes back to the conference in Hong Kong. You have to know where your skills are best suited to achieve the objective and where your teammates or your staff or whoever it may be, where their talents are best used. So that is really the true definition, in my opinion, of teamwork. So what I can say there in wrapping up is when you focus on the result while paying attention to the details, you know, the little things that go in, you'll succeed. And one of the things that I can say is in the Marine Corps Guide to Small Arms Combat, it's mission, objective, strategy, tactics. Focus on the mission, know the objective, develop a strategy, and the tactics are what's going to get you there in the end to succeed. Thank you.